The sound of a wrench slipping against rusted metal echoed through the quiet suburban street as the morning sun struggled to break through low gray clouds. The single dad was bent under the hood of his old pickup truck, grease on his hands, exhaustion etched into his face, when two small figures came running toward him like a storm breaking loose. Their shoes slapped against the pavement, their hair wild, their tiny bodies shaking with fear, and their faces were soaked with tears that carried a terror too heavy for children so young. In that instant, before he even understood what was wrong, the world seemed to tilt, as if fate itself had taken a sharp breath and was about to unleash something unforgettable. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet power of ordinary people doing the right thing, take a moment right now to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps stories like this alive. The man's name was Michael Turner, a widowed mechanic living on the edge of a small town in Ohio, a place where everyone waved but few truly knew each other. Life had not been gentle with him. His wife had passed years earlier, leaving him to raise his son alone, teaching him early that love often meant sacrifice without applause. On that morning, he had been fixing his truck so he could make it to a job interview in a neighboring town, hoping for steady work that might finally give him some breathing room. Money was tight, grief still lingered in quiet corners of his heart, and every day felt like a careful balancing act between survival and hope. The twin girls were named Hannah and Grace, 4 years old, living 2 houses down with their mother, Rebecca. Michael had seen them many times playing in the yard, their laughter drifting over fences like a reminder of innocence still alive in the world. Rebecca was young, quiet, and recently moved into the neighborhood. People knew little about her, except that she worked long hours and kept to herself. When the girls reached Michael, their sobs came in broken gasps, their small hands tugging at his sleeve, their fear so raw it cut through him like ice. He did not need words to understand the urgency. Something was terribly wrong. Michael dropped his tools and followed them without hesitation. The house felt heavy the moment he stepped inside, the air thick with a stillness that did not belong. Rebecca lay on the couch, her body unnaturally still, the television humming softly in the background like it had been left on to keep loneliness away. Michael felt his chest tighten as he rushed to her side, recognizing the signs of a medical emergency he had once seen before when his own wife fell ill. His hands shook as he checked for breath, his heart pounding so loudly it drowned out every other sound. Panic threatened to take over, but instinct and faith pushed him forward. He called for help immediately, his voice steady despite the chaos unfolding inside him. While waiting, he did everything he could, guided by memories he wished he never had to remember. The twins clung to each other nearby, their eyes wide, watching this stranger become their lifeline. Minutes stretched into what felt like hours until sirens finally broke the silence, their wails cutting through the neighborhood and pulling curious faces to windows and porches. Paramedics arrived and took over, their movements fast and precise. Michael stepped back, his hands stained not with grease now, but with the weight of responsibility he never expected to carry that morning. As Rebecca was rushed out on a stretcher, the twins stood frozen, their world collapsing in real time. Without thinking, Michael knelt down beside them, wrapping his arms around both girls, offering the only thing he could give in that moment, presence. It was not heroic or planned. It was simply human. The hours that followed were a blur. Michael contacted authorities, waited with the girls, and arranged for temporary care while Rebecca fought for her life in a hospital miles away. News eventually came that she had suffered a severe medical episode but had been stabilized. She was alive, though recovery would be long and uncertain. Relief washed over Michael like rain after a drought, yet it was followed by a deeper realization. Those girls had almost lost everything that day, and somehow, by chance or divine timing, he had been there. In the weeks that followed, Michael became a quiet part of their lives. He helped with rides, meals, and repairs around the house. He never asked for recognition, never spoke of what he had done. Rebecca, once she recovered enough to understand what had happened, broke down in gratitude, her life forever changed by the compassion of a man who owed her nothing. The twins grew comfortable around him, their fear slowly replaced by trust, their laughter returning like sunlight after a long storm. Michael's job interview had been missed that day, the truck still broken, his plans delayed yet again. But something else had taken root in him. He realized that purpose does not always arrive dressed as success. Sometimes it comes as interruption, as inconvenience, as a moment that demands you forget yourself and show up fully for someone else. Eventually, a better job opportunity came through a connection formed during that chaotic day, proof that kindness often circles back in unexpected ways. Just before this story ends, I want to ask you something important. Please take a moment to comment below and share what this story made you feel, or whether you believe moments like these happen for a reason. Near the end of winter, Michael watched Hannah and Grace play in the yard again, their cheeks pink from the cold, their mother standing nearby, stronger now, smiling with a gratitude that words could never fully express. The truck was finally fixed, life still imperfect, but something inside Michael had healed. He understood that even broken days could carry miracles, that being present could save lives, and that love often shows up disguised as responsibility. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that ordinary people can become answers to prayer without ever realizing it, please like this video, share it, and subscribe. Your engagement helps spread stories that remind us who we are meant to be.